Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? How is everybody doing? It's been a while, but we here. Um, we are making a lot of meal prep. Meal prep. We're gonna be making a lot of meal prep today. Um, I'm gonna remove this one because it's nice and warm here. Just fixing my clothes. Okay, so today we're gonna do a lot of meal prep today. For the family, we're gonna make two types of soup. Then we're gonna make a stew of some sort, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge so that the family can have it. We're gonna make some spinach soup or green, or they have a word for it, but it's a Ghanaian soup that we're going to be making. Really? Yeah. So yeah, what we're going to be making. I'm going to start off. Hold on, just give me a minute. I just need to plug in my light because I was supposed to do that and I forgot. Alright, ready? Let's do this. So the first food that we're gonna make, the first soup, we're going to make. We're gonna use fish, so we have to clean the fish. Yeah, come on, Alright, so let's start, okay? I don't know, is it me or is it dark? I feel like it's dark. Okay, so that's dark. Alright, cool. I don't know, I feel like it's dark. The water is icy, by the way, because this is all frozen. Well, we're frozen. Not frozen anymore. No, so just cutting off the fence, literally getting rid of them. And then we're gonna clean it and we're gonna roast it up. So basically that's the plan. But the water is so cold. The water is so cold. Alright. How you all days been? How's your been? What you guys been up to? Oh, I'm doing oh, what's the word? They call it green. But I'm gonna call it, for English sake, I'm gonna call it spinach soup because you do use spinach to make this thing, and it's really good. So I call it green, and it has another word for it. It's in Chi, they have a word for it. But honestly, if I tell you, thanks for the heart. If I tell you, if I tell you like I know the name of it, I'm lying. So we're gonna stick with green and spinach soup. That's what we're gonna be making today. And we're gonna also make a lot of things. What am I putting? Oh, so basically what I'm doing is I'm cleaning the fish. Hold on. So I'm cleaning the fish. So basically you have to take out the guts, and I'm putting it in a plastic bag. So I'm taking out the guts, putting in a plastic bag, and what I'm gonna do after that is I'm gonna clean this with some salt, vinegar, and some lime, and then I'm gonna grill it. So I'm not gonna cook it fresh. I'm not gonna cook it fresh. I've cooked fresh multiple times, but I want to try something new today. You know, like I want to make it, I don't know, I want to grill it, you know? I want to grill it. Ah, your mom does it as well. Brilliant. I mean, it's been a while since I personally have done it. Um, sorry, the water is so cold because of the the fishes are all frozen. The fish. And it's been in this water for a bit, so I just wanted to make sure I get all the eyes out, so when I put it in the air fryer to grill, like, you know, it doesn't take longer basically. So I'm just doing all the dirty work now. Dirty work. Yeah, my mom used to do that. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not good, but it's very, I mean, I think some people, I've been to some places, or not really been to some places, I've seen some people in terms of recipe wise, they don't take out the guts, they just, you know, I don't know, they just use it to make whatever they want to make with. It's something that I haven't tried, and it's something I would not try. I don't know, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Maybe because I always take the guts out, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Alright, so the gas is out really good. I put this in the sink. I don't want to touch anything when I'm dealing with fish because the smell alone. I mean, I've said it so many times on here. I don't like working with fish. Don't like it. I enjoy it when it's made, but I just don't like it. When the process of making it delicious, you know, I don't like it. But if you make it and you give it to me, my apron is quite messy today, but it's fine. I'm gonna put in the laundry right after when I'm done. Yeah, put it in the sink. If I go to put it in the sink, I wouldn't be able to demonstrate it to you guys, like how to clean. There's some people don't know how to do, like, clean the fish and stuff like that, so they need to know. So I'm gonna use some lime. You can use lemon, anything basically. I'm gonna use some lime, and then I'm gonna put some salt and some vinegar because of how strong the fish is. Like fishy smell, you don't want that. Alright, so what you do, you rub it on the hard surface, trying to get as much juice out of it as possible.
Rifle. Mo baako kɛseɛ baako. Tumi chicken. Ɔmo bɛtɔ a mo. Ɔwɔ yɛ baako. Ɔmo ba dɛ bi ni ha no ma ɔmo fa o.
Alright, so let's cut this up. Sorry, that was my mom. As you can tell, my knife is not the sharpest. But anyways, it is what it is. So squeeze that on there. We're not going to use only this protein to make our soup today, make the spinach soup today. We're going to use a couple of proteins. It's just this one is going to take the longest. That's why I'm starting with it. Even though fish does not take long to cook. Does not take long to cook. But because I'm going to grill it first, I need to, like, work on it first. Alright, so you mix that in there. And then I'm going to add, so I got some vinegar. I'm going to be a bit stingy with my vinegar today because this is all I've got left and I'm going to be doing a lot of things. So, a bit stingy, but it's fine. And then we're going to have a bit of salt. Alright, we're going to mix everything together. and then we're gonna leave it to the side, okay, just for like 2-3 minutes. Leave there, let the lemon get to it, let the vinegar get to it, let the salt get to it, basically. So whenever you're making any soup or whenever you're making any stew, you need to start out with your base. I say this as a foundation. I say it has to be a foundation. If your foundation is solid, your food will taste good. So let's get together whilst my fish is, doing its thing. Let's get together the things I need to set up my foundation. Let's make a solid foundation, okay? So since I'm going to be making stew and soup, the foundation is going to be the same thing. Honestly, it'll be good. So we're going to grab a couple of onions. So I've got 3 onions. One more. I've got a purple one. And I also, after work today, I also went to the shops. So if I'm looking for things, it's because I'm looking for my shopping bag, basically. I haven't unpacked anything because I'm going to need everything. So there's like, what's the point of unpacking and just, have to take it off the shelf. Anyway, so we're gonna need some spring onions. We have some fresh rosemary. We have some fresh thyme. Normally I use the dry ones, but today I was like, oh, I wonder how it would taste if you use what the difference will be if I use the fresh one, So this is kind of like experimental kind of a thing. But the thing is, like, because I cook a lot of prep meals, when I use it one time, I don't use it again till, like, let's say next week. And the fresh, I don't think it lasts long. I don't know how to get it to last longer. I don't know. Maybe I should put it in the freezer. I don't know. But anyways, we'll make use of this today. We'll make sure none is remaining. So I've got an extra spring onion. I'm going to be blending everything together. I want this to be as rich as ever. And then you're going to take your garlic and ginger. So I need to find my garlic and ginger. It's somewhere here. There we go. Oh, that's so kind of them. They put everything in one. So you got garlic. No, this is ginger, not garlic. My bad. This is a huge amount. Big one. I have some pepper. We like it spicy. A little bit on the spicy side. And then this one as well to make it extra spicy. And then I don't think if I want to add extra ginger, but I'm gonna leave the rest here. Now I have a feeling, I have a terrible feeling, because what I'm looking, oh thank God, when I went to the shop today, when I saw garlic, I was like, maybe you need some garlic, and I was like, I don't think I need garlic. I think we have garlic at home. This is all we have left, so I should have followed my instincts, but I guess not. It's fine. I have some dry garlic there, so we can do that. So these are gonna be my foundation. You guys cannot see it properly. Let me pull you guys a bit down. There we go. So this is gonna be my foundation, okay? So we're gonna clean and wash everything together. Wash everything. We're not gonna use like everything, but we're gonna use huge amount of everything. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go back to my fish and then I'm gonna put it in the air fryer. So I'm gonna rinse it, then I'm going to put some spices on there, and then I am going to put it in the air fryer, which is already prepped to go in, and then we can go back in here making the foundation or the base. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse these off. Oh, it smells much better. Alright, so I just rinsed it with some cold water. I'm going to pot it dry. So I'm going to pot it dry, get a bit of the moisture out. Put some towel, pot it dry. Alright, so then now I'm going to put the seasoning on. So when it comes to seasoning things, there's one rule I always follow in my kitchen. One rule I would advise you to follow in your kitchen is that whenever you come to seasoning, always use your favorite all pepper seasoning first before you use before you use your salt. Why do I say this? Most of all pepper seasoning have salt in it, so the last thing you want is your food to be salty. So if that's the rules I use, I would recommend if you use it, unless you're very, you're a pro like me. I mean, I don't have to follow the rules, but I follow the rules. Why not? I don't know. So I'll say you follow the rules as well. Alright, so I have my all-purpose seasoning. This is very high quantity. Hey, yeah, this is very high quantity in salt. So, and I'm gonna also put my aromats as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, put it in there, and then I'm gonna put this in there as well. I'm gonna shake everything. I'm going to put a little bit of chili on there. So this is chili powder. I'm going to shake everything. Alright, and then we're going to put this in the air fryer so that it can grill up. Alright, so my fish is grilling, so I'm going to wash this quickly. Alright, so this is nice and clean. This is the pot I'm going to cook my soup in it. I wish I had a bigger pot than this. I want to make a big soup so I can put some in the freezer. I can put some in the fridge as well. But this is what we have and this is what we're going to be working with. So we're going to put some pepper. A couple of handfuls. So I'm going to put what your, the spice level of your family. Don't overdo it because there's no point, in making something delicious and it's too spicy for someone to have, because all they can taste is spice. It's like, oh, that's spicy, they can't taste the good flavor you have in there. Oh, how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I use 5. So 5. I'm gonna put the rest in the freezer to store it. Yeah, you can use this in the freezer. It works really well. You can even much better, you can wash it, remove the head, and then put it in the freezer. Whenever you need it, you just have to grab it, blend it, no issues. but I'm gonna put it straight up in the freezer. And then we're gonna have our, this is our garlic. I wish I had a lot fresher garlics, but this is what we have, so we're gonna work with it. Alright. I'm gonna try and be as quick as possible. You know, I should have got the garlic. I feel so dumb. I should have got the garlic. I was looking at it a couple of times. I was telling myself, oh my god, like, you need garlic. But then again, as I said, when I make these prep meals for my family, I don't necessarily mix much things with these ingredients, so then it tends to go like bad and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, it's fine. So we're just doing the peeling. These ones are coming out really easily, which is good. Honestly, some of these does not look good, so anyways, this is as much as I can get out of it. The remaining ones did not look good, so anyways, so we're gonna put spring onions. Recently I've been really loving using spring onions, so whenever I'm doing the base or the foundation or however you want to say it, I try my possibly best to introduce introduce spring onion. So you're just removing the dead out of there. Put it in here. We're gonna give it a good wash though. So, and then we're gonna cut off the root. Now, one thing you can do, you can save the root. You can put in some water, and you can get a few spring onions in no time. But I'm not gonna do that. You can do that. I don't have space to be planting, so yeah. Our base is going to be really rich. I'm trying to be as fast as possible. We can move on to the next because we're going to make so much today. I'm going to be, as I said earlier, I'm going to make 2 soups today. I'm going to make the spinach soup, which you can call it green because it's going to be green. And then I have a word for it in my local language, which is Ghanaian, so in Chi they have a name for it. But I don't really know the name. Not really know the name. I was told the name multiple times today. I just don't remember them, what it was. But I know the English name is called green, and you can put in your Google, you know, green soup. It will come with the name, which is good. And also, don't try to do this at home. I am chopping with my hands. Hiya! I'm chopping things with my hands because I'm used to doing it. But if not, just use a chopping board. It's much easier. I mean, as time goes by, I'm going to be using a chopping board. Just not yet. Just not yet. Now, everything in here has not been cleaned, so we're gonna clean them thoroughly. All right. This is taking forever. Oh, hi, welcome back. So we're we're gonna chop the onions. So this is the onions that we're gonna blend. So at the moment I am making the foundation. Okay, so this should be your foundation. Most people will make this and put it in their freezer, which I feel like it's a very good idea. So the days that they want to cook, they can just take it out and then they're good to go. Brilliant idea. But with me, I don't have space, and yeah, so it's always made fresh, which takes a bit of time, but it is what it is. Hold on. Oh. Almost done. I just got a ginger to get done, and then one more onion. Oh, my eyes is already tearing up. Hi, welcome. We're just making some soup. We haven't started. Well, we've started, but we haven't like put anything on fire yet. We're just prepping everything that way. You know what what happened? When we went to the shops to buy the meat, guess what? Oh, my eyes. Ooh. Guess what I saw? I guess I saw a goat head. So I was like, okay, looks strange, but anyways, it is what it is. So I'm gonna clean that. Oh my god, my eyes. I always struggle with this purple onions. Oh, crying already. Oh, come on. Alright, so let's clear a few things so we know where we are. The only thing remaining now is the garlic. No, I keep calling this garlic. Ginger. Ginger, that's what I mean. Ginger. Not garlic. Alright. So, I'm gonna cut this in pieces. So, as I said, I have a chopping board. I'm not gonna peel all the skin away. This is something that I started to do. Really beneficial. So I don't chop all skin away. I just chop the bit that is like this bit will come off, because it's just, you know, I have a lot of sun in there. But you just have to make sure you really thoroughly wash this. Like, wash this. This is not good. It's going to bin. can smell the fish. Smells delicious. All right. This goes in the bin. So we're gonna give this a really good wash. Get some water in there. Alright, so we're gonna get the blender, get things going. So I'm hoping I can blend everything together, but most of the time not quite. So I'm gonna put my garlics in first with the pepper. The small ones in first makes it easier. And then I'm gonna chop these ones into like a little small carts. You don't really have to, but I'm doing it because I want to try and fill everything in here. So this is going to be used to make 2 soups and also a stew. So yeah, it's going to be a lot. And I am making all this to feed like a family of 7. All adults, no kids in there. All of them are adults, so you can just imagine how much meals, like how much in terms of quantity I'm going to make. A lot. I'm making a lot. Right, so now I'm going to give these gingers a wash. Here, I'm going to clear this one. Bring things up. And then I'm going to cut up my gingers so it's in a little nice. I know that I trust my blender. When I say I trust my blender a lot, but I don't want it to be, I don't want it to spoil early, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a hand. A little bit of a hand will go a long way. So I don't think the spring onions will fit in until I start to blend, so that's what I'm going to do. Put some water. Remember, we haven't put any herbs in here. Our fresh herbs is gonna go in, but let me blend this up. So just before I start with the blend, just a quick warning out there. My blender is very loud. It's very loud. So if you're listening to me from using the earphones, earpiece, I would advise to, you know, take it down for a bit because this thing is loud. Okay? Alright, so it's going on now. Okay. So, okay. So my fish is like halfway done. I just flip it over. I'm gonna put it back in there on 180 for like about 16 minutes, and then yes, and it should be done. So I can leave it to rest. So grill. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna add my spring onions. Woo! The smell, Lord, is so strong. My goodness. So with the spring onions, all I do is just, you know, just rip it apart. Just rip it apart. And you're just gonna you're gonna go ahead and put it in there. Rip it apart and put it in there. Just push it in, push it in, push it in. It's gonna blend really good. Especially if you've got a good blender. Chop, chop. Okay. Chop, chop. Alright, let's put this away. There's that. So, hold on, let's put that away as well. Alright, so this is going to do its thing. I'm going to add the fresh herbs now. Hi, yeah, welcome to my life. We're just teaching how to make your foundation. So making your foundation to everything is really important, even when it comes to cooking. So I'm going to make some soup and stew, and I'm sharing how I make my foundation. I call it foundation, and this is basically ginger, garlic, onions, spring onions, some fresh herbs. If you have the dry one, go ahead and use it. I use the dry ones. Today I went to the shops, I saw the fresh ones. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and see how this goes. So this one, you can actually make it and then put it in your freezer, and whenever you need it, you can just go straight away and then use it. In my case, it's not possible because I have a large family. My freezer is literally full. When I say full, it's full with all sort of things. So I have to always make this as fresh as every time. At least I have to always make it fresh. So yeah. So let me just rip this up. always go for the dry ones. All I have to just do is just chop in there and then good to go. This one I just have to peel everything. Goodness. That's gonna take me forever. It's gonna take forever. Just Hi, Winnie. Of course, you always invite. Of course, Winnie. Oh my God, you accent? Why are you accent? You shouldn't be. You should be at my door knocking, literally. Boom, 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 boom. How you doing? How you doing? I don't think I'm gonna get the fresh ones again because this is taking a lot of time. I don't know how I feel about this one. I'll stick to my dry ones. So, and now I'm just using my. This is the thyme. So that's some thyme. Oh, this is annoying. Honestly speaking, this is annoying me. Maybe I will use it in some other thing. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. Think of something I can use with. I'm gonna put my. Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my dry ones. This is just so long. Oh my goodness. I guess that's why. So this is the rosemary. I also use rosemary, I always use the rosemary, the dry ones as well. It's easier that way. Yeah, Winnie! You shouldn't be asking that you. No! I should be hearing the door being like, aggressively knocked. Aggressively knocked, Winnie. Ooh, so. I love rosemary smell. Oh! It smells so good. It smells healthy. The fresh ones though. The dry ones you don't smell anything. It's fine. But then again, this is taking forever. I guess this is why I prefer the dry ones than the fresh one. Alright, I'm just putting them all in here. I'm gonna put some water in here, wash it up a little bit, and then add it to my blend. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna continue blending, and as I said before, my blender is very loud. Very loud. So if you're watching me if you're listening to me using the earphones or headphones, I would advise to take it off and then put it back on when it's done. Okay? So I'm gonna start now. Alright, so I'm just sorting out my, I'm just sorting out my meat. I've got a couple of meat, but I'm not using, I'm making some green soup, green. I really wish I knew the tea version. So this is a Ghanaian meal, so I'm making green. For the sake of English wise, I'm making spinach soup. And I am currently in shambles. Oh. So I bought a couple of, it's gonna be really good. I'm using some fish, some meats, I'm using some crabs as well. It's gonna be yummy. We've done the foundation of things, so this is going to be my starter, and I have just been grilling my fish. I'm going to grill it so it's a bit harder, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. So we've done the prep for everything, but we haven't like started. I'm going to start it now. Am I coming in? So I got some beef. Oh, you might wanna. Oh, okay. I'll give it to you. So yeah. I got some beef, I got some chicken, but this is not gonna be, it's gonna be more fish. It's gonna be more fish based. It's gonna be more fish based, so I'm gonna use this as a starter, So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna add some salt and vinegar to do the cleaning. You wanna come through? So I'm going to use salt and vinegar to start. Sorry, my brother wants to come through. Hold on. Okay, so some of the things I'm using this in terms of meat wise, I'm using some good as well.
Yeah, Simmering.
I started at your home.
I didn't know.
I'm gonna put something on. I'll talk to you about what this is in a minute. Let me start making the soup because I'm running out of time. Literally, I'm running out of time. So let's get on to it. Honestly, I wish I had a bigger pot. This pot and this pot. I don't know which one is bigger. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat in here. I'm using some goat meat. Some smoked goat meat. I have some bones in there. That's fine. Some bones. Goat meat as well. my god. What's the one? Is there something here as well? Alright, anyways, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I also have cow foot, but I'm not going to use cow foot. Cow foot takes so long. It takes so long to cook, and it's just forever. I mean, if I was going to use cow foot, I would have started with that first before I would have started with the fish because of how long it takes. Alright, anyways, so we have our starter. Mind you, we're going to use this to make 2 big pots of soup and then 1 stew. So we're going to make sure we distribute these carefully. Last thing we want. Ooh, it's so strong. Look at that greenery. Greenery. Alright, let's put some in the pot.
Where is sugar?
So, that, I'm going to put 2 scoops. Actually, 1 more. Got 2 scoops here. I'm going to pour this in a bowl. But not yet. So we have that here. We're going to mix everything together nice and good. We're going to season. We're going to season this with my favorite seasonings. Alright. So you know what? This seasoning I felt I had a lot. I've gone through them quite a lot, but let's see. So you're gonna put, as I said, the rules I always follow in the kitchen when it comes to seasoning. Use your favorite seasoning, all-purpose seasoning first before you go ahead to use salt, because all seasonings or most of the all-purpose seasonings have salt in them already. So the last thing you want is to have a salty food or salty meal, which you've spent so much money and planning, going for shopping, doing all these things just for it to turn salty. That is going to be very painful. So to avoid that, use your all-purpose seasoning first. You taste, then if you need a bit more salt, go ahead and use some salt. So, but I am making soup, so I'm going to be diluting this with a lot of water. So I'm going to go ahead and add some salt. Well, yeah. Ooh, my fish is ready. Where is my salt? Okay. I don't have my salt in here. I have about 2 kilograms of salt in up there. I just need to refill it. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I like to buy things in bulks. Because it's like something I use so often. I use salt a lot. So why not buy it in bulk? So I have it in bulk up there. Let's find the lid of this. Alright, so we're gonna leave this to cook up for roughly 15-20 minutes. It's on I would say almost medium to high heat. Is on 7. My electric stove goes up to 9, so it's on 7, so almost a high heat. And occasionally we're going to stir it just so we make sure it's not burnt. And mind you, we haven't put so much water in here, so the only thing we work it up with in terms of water is from the foundation that we created. So we need to keep mixing it to make sure that nothing is being burnt. You don't want your soup to turn salty, or not salty, bitter. Yeah, when it burns, it turns bitter. Okay, so we're gonna move down to the next thing we're gonna make. So we're gonna make, as I said, we're gonna make 2 soups. Now, the second soup, I don't know what to go by it. I don't know, not that I don't know what to go by it, but I just don't know what to do with it. So I got some goat meat, right? So I have some goat meat. Fair enough, right? I will be honest with myself. The last time I cooked with some goat meat was very, 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 very century years ago. Very, very long time. So I'm a bit outdated in what to use it for. But I still did get it because it was quite an affordable price. I'm having plantain. So I did get it. But now I'm like, what do I do? So we're gonna make another soup. I want to make peanut soup and then make some rice bowl with it. But then again, everybody's like, oh, with goat meat you have to make like pepper soup with it. Pepper soup is good. Pepper. Basically, yeah. So we're making pepper soup. Oh, I don't want to make pepper soup. If I don't want to make pepper soup, that means I have to, well, everybody's looking forward to the pepper soup. That means I have to make a third soup. I don't think I have foundation enough to make a third soup. That means I don't make the stew. I don't know. Alright, cool. We'll think about something. I don't know. So the fish is all done. So this is the fish. It's all nicely roasted. I'll leave it to like dry up. This is gonna go in here as well, but it was gonna go in way later, not now. Because if not, it's gonna. If I put it in now, it's gonna break. We don't want that. Okay. So I'm gonna move you. Here because we don't need to see to you yet. Ooh. I'm still thinking, what should I make with the third one? Can I use the goat meat to make some peanut soup? Everybody's saying pepper soup. I don't want pepper soup. What should I do? This is what happens when you have a large family to feed, right? Sometimes when I'm making these dishes, I don't literally ask anybody. I just go ahead and make them and put it there, and everybody eats it. But then the moment you ask for opinions, sometimes I prefer opinions because then I run out of opinions, but that's not the case. But the way I start asking, the more you start getting confused. Anyways, we make the pepper soup. There's no point. We make it. I'm gonna use this meat. I'm gonna use the meat to make it. I'm gonna clean it with some vinegar. All right, so let's start. Hi. We're gonna be using some goat meat. Okay. So if we're gonna make pepper soup, it has to be very spicy. Not very spicy to the extent that you can't, you can't, not like that, but. Okay, so we're making the pepper soup. Alright, so we make it, as I said, we're making two types of soup. So we're making the spinach soup, and then we're going to make pepper soup. And then we're gonna make the pepper soup. So, and then we're gonna make some stew as well. The stew is the one that takes the longest. So that's why I'm doing it last, because I know it just takes long. It's not spicy enough. It needs a bit more spice. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put in our foundation. See why I say when you get this done, you literally just, when you start to cook, you just add in. You don't need to, oh my god, I need to go peel again. Oh my god, I need to do this. No. Just add in stuff. Just add in it. So you're gonna go. Alright. So this should be enough for my stew that I'm gonna make. So when I make this stew, it lasts us for a long time, for about a couple of weeks, like a week or two, because you can really use this tomato stew that I'm gonna make to make anything. You can make it into jollof, you can eat it with yam, you can eat it with mash, you can eat it whatever you want. So, it takes a very long time to make it. Alright, so let's mix this baby up. I'm gonna do the seasoning of this one. So, oh, it smells so good. I love that smell of goat. It's amazing. Anyways, what we're doing. Ah, season. I need to grab a chair because I feel like I have some seasonings up there. I need to grab a chair. I'm gonna move you guys forward a little bit. I'm gonna be out of the frame. I just need to get a little bit of chair, and then I need to grab a few things. Hold on. Sorry. So mom is upset. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that. I knew I had a backup one. Like, I'm obsessed with this seasoning. Honestly, I use it in like most of my cooking. It's amazing. Sometimes I don't even have to use salt because of the quantity of salt in here. High quantity of salt in there. Alright, so let's season our meat. tablespoon. Scoop a little bit in there. And always remember, I keep saying it, always start with your favorite seasoning before you use your salt, because most of the all pepper seasoning have salt in them. Okay. Alright, so all pepper seasoning, and then this one, and mix everything together. And then I'm going to put a bit of salt because I'm making soup, so I'm going to be diluting this with with water. Yeah, like with something. Definitely diluting this with something. Okay. Not even enough salt. I don't taste the pepper. I use a couple of peppers, but I still don't taste the pepper. I'm gonna use this. This is like, it's from Ghana. My husband brought it for me. I'm gonna use it. So at least maybe a waking pepper in it. I don't know. Because this has to be spicy. It's not called for nothing. It must be spicy. Like, I don't know why my peppers is not peppering these days. What's going on? What's happening? So I put a lot in there. All right. Ooh. I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper. Not a lot. Just a generous amount. Alright, so do you know what we haven't added in here? I was supposed to add it in there. Gosh. I'm just opening the window to get a bit of a fresh air in here, to be honest. Okay. So, we're going to add some fresh tomatoes in here. Oh, I feel like I'm choking. Yeah, I made it clear. No choking. Okay, so we're gonna clean some tomatoes. We're gonna put some fresh tomatoes here. We're gonna leave it to cook up with the meat, and then we're going to blend it together with a little bit of tomato paste, and that's it. Our pepper soup is done. We just leave it on the stove for some time, and then literally it's done. Alright, so I've got some frozen crabs. It's still frozen, so I'm gonna drop it on the floor to see if it will break. That did the job. It broke. Alright, so I got the crabs. I was just cleaning up the crabs a little bit. I'm gonna add a bit of lemon to clean up the crabs a little bit extra. That's what I'm gonna do. And then when I'm done, I'm just gonna do a bit more tidying up. Because two of the main things I wanted to do has been started on. So, oh gosh, I really need to sharpen my knives. I don't know. So yeah. Gosh. This is so hard. I did. I told my phone. Oh, I didn't even see it drop. Hello. It's okay, my bed fell back in the bed. What is here? I'm in the bed, so it's finished. Oh, I didn't see that one. I thought it was finished. So I'm just squeezing out some. By the way, you have a letter. Just so I know, you have a letter. It's in the kitchen. Just stick this in the lime. I'm gonna leave it for a bit. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Gosh. This is like, it feels like it's chucked. Oh my goodness. It's like it's chucked with a lot of meat. Alright, I'm gonna rinse this with some cold water. I'm gonna put it back in here and then leave it for a few minutes, let marinate for a little bit, and then we're gonna blend some. What are we blending? We're gonna blend some spinach, we're gonna blend some peanut, blend some tomatoes together, and then we're just gonna pour in here, and then soup number 1 is done. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put in our crabs. These are all the legs. I don't want the legs. Just gotta make sure the crabs are soaked up. It does that beep, 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 beep. It's so annoying. I hate when it does that. So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna put this one here. do a quick tidying up, so we're just gonna wipe around. I'm gonna sweep the floor as well. Wipe around. Oh, thank you. You know, my house, this house is, well, I really love it, but it's just so tiny. The kitchen is tiny, but I do love it, and I am grateful for it, so yeah. But thank you. There is a few things that I can have in my house. I was thinking of getting pressure cooker for, like, for example, the cow food that I cannot really start to do anything with it. If I had a pressure cooker, I would have quickly just put that in there, and it would have just taken like half an hour or less than that, and then boom, you know, your food, your cow food is all ready. But because I don't have it, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky, you know. It's a bit tricky, but it's not like I cannot have it. I can, but then it's like, where are you gonna put it? You don't have space, you know. You're already choked up, no space. So like, where'd you gonna put it? So I was like, you know what? I would rather wake up very early, put my car food on the fire, just forget about it. Well, not forget totally, you know. Forget about it in the extent that I will remember to put water in it so I don't burn the whole house down. But forget about it, you know. Because the only purpose that I need that pressure cooker for is so I can cook up my meats that are quite tough, that takes quite a long time. Like in no time, basically. In no time. I'm gonna be using my electric cooker nest because everything is so packed up now. So with my electric cooker, what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna cook my meat, the one I'm gonna use for my stew. I'm gonna start to cook it here. So I'll leave it to cool to heat up. I'm gonna clean up the meat up. I'm gonna put it in here, steam it up. And what I'm gonna use it to steam has already been prepared. That's gonna be the starter, you see. So all you have to do is just clean the meat up and you're good to go. It's so easy. It's so easy when you prep. Honestly, it's so easy when you prep. When you don't prep, that's when you keep making, you keep blending, wasting electronic, you know, like it's not nice. Alright, so okay, I'm going to be blending my tomatoes. I would advise you not to do this at home. Leave the tomatoes to cool down before blending, okay? Because I have an aunt that literally, she blended something really hot that exploded in her face, and it's not kind, it's not nice, right? But I'm gonna do it because Well, yeah. I trust this blender. I trust this blender a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm putting the fresh tomatoes in here. So this is the fresh tomatoes that we washed earlier. Oh. So we should grab everything. Ah, that hurts. Spicy? Yes. It's spicy, but I mean, I'm gonna put some fresh pepper. I'm not gonna make it too spicy, okay? I'm just gonna put fresh pepper in here to cook, so whoever wants a bit more spice can just. Oh, my heart jumped. My heart literally, if I tell you my heart jumped, I meant my heart jumped. I literally forgot about this. I can smell something. Oh, it was you. You were the one burning. Oh, God. So I have this homemade air freshener that I use whilst cooking. Trying to get a bit of the smell out of the house. And it's, you know, sometimes I forgot all about it. And this was one of the days. And yeah, it just literally burned down. Anyways, let's get on to it. I was going to do something. So I'm going to add some tomato puree. So this is going to make the pepper soup basically, and then it's just about half, not a lot, and then that's it really. That's it. Alright, as I said earlier, my blender is very loud, so I would advise that you take off your earphones or headphones off, because I, even standing closer to it, I don't like it. What was that sound? I can hear a pow sound in it. I don't know what is happening here. I'm gonna get my strainer. What's going on? Normally I don't strain it, I just put it straight. But but I kept hearing pow pow sound. I don't know what that pow pow sound was. Or maybe I didn't put in my spinner in there properly. If that's the case, I'm just gonna pour everything in there. So I don't want to waste anything. Oh, it was a bones. It's a bones. Flipping now, it's a bones. How did the bones? Oh yeah, because the tomatoes was in here, so I put the tomatoes here, and of course there was the bones in it. I was wondering what's that pow 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 thing going on. Anyways, if that's the case, I just pour everything in here. It's the bones. Oh my goodness. I was wondering what. Oh, luckily my blender did not break. Because, yeah. And then I'm going to rinse it with some water and see what the damage is. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's nothing. Alright, it doesn't show any leakage. So that's good. And I don't see any. Oh, I got lucky. I got lucky there. How come there be bones? Gosh. Anyways, you mix everything together. I feel like the tomatoes is a little bit. It's not a lot. I might have to add some tomato puree, a little bit tomato puree to it. Gosh, that's a lot of meat. That's a lot. God. My family will tear this meat up in like. This is gonna be done in like 2-3 days because of how much meat is in there. Look at that. That's a lot. I give up. Alright, anyways, I need to add a bit more tomato puree. It's looking a bit pale. You know, it's looking a little bit on the pale side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some soup here. It's not ready though, so don't drink it. I'm going to add a little bit of tomato puree. Hey, wait, the stove is off. A bit more. I'm going to mix. And that should be it. Alright, let's mix everything together. Okay, it's a bit more on the lighter side. But damn, that's a lot of meat in here. Anyways, let's taste. Is this spicy? It is definitely spicy, but it's not a lot of spice. I'm just gonna clean this up and dump it in there. So yeah, we make some goat. Hiya! Sorry, I'm in my own bubble world. Make some goat soup. Alright, I'm gonna leave this to simmer, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. Oh, this is bad. I forgot about this one. Remember I had my electric cooker on? Oh, I forgot. Oh well. I had my electric cooker on so that I can start cooking up the meat. Let me do that. Hot, hot, hot. Alright, so this is the meat I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do a quick clean to this. I'm just washing the dishes so I can wash my meat. So I'm gonna use my meat. I'm gonna put some salt and vinegar to clean this up. I need to really stock up on my salt. I'm gonna use the last one because if I don't do that, I won't stock it up. So I just need to stock this up. I'm gonna use vinegar, and I'm just gonna massage it in. Alright, so I'm just massaging everything in. I haven't added any water, so there's just like the meat on its own, and then with some salt and vinegar, and I'm just massaging it in for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse this with some cold water, and then we're gonna go ahead and season it up, and then we're gonna cook it up. so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this and let it cook. All right, so I'm gonna put some of this with here, and then I'm gonna use the remaining. One when I'm making this stew. So I'm just gonna mix everything together. Dump some in here. I'm also gonna use the stock for the stew as well. So it's cool. So this is how much I am leaving. I'm gonna put a bit more pepper. And I'm gonna season up my meat. So we're gonna use an all-purpose seasoning first. So these two are my favorite. Oh my god, I wanna sneeze. There we go. Bless me. Sneeze gone. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my little seasoning, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my this all-purpose seasoning in there as well. Mix everything really good. Now my seasonings has high salt quantity, so I'm gonna leave this to like cook up a little bit. I'm gonna taste it, and then if it's okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add. If it's not okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add a bit more salt. If it is, no need. All right, so we're gonna cover this up, and then just wait. So I'll leave my electric cooker here. Give it some time to do its thing. Put these back. Alright, so the first soup we finished this one. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is this one. It smells amazing. It smells so good. We're going to blend up some spinach and some tomatoes. Spinach, tomatoes, and peanut. We're gonna blend them together, and then we're gonna put it in here, and we're gonna leave it to cook, and then that will be done. So I use this brand all the time. We get it from Ghana, and it's just organic, really organic peanuts with no additives added. So whatever chance I get, if anybody is going to Ghana or coming from Ghana, I'm always requesting for one of these peanuts. But if not, if you don't have this one, I just use the local peanut spread to do this. It's better than nothing, to be honest. But yeah. So I'm just trying to peel it open. It's sealed up real good. Oh my god. In terms of the spinach, this is the spinach that I use to so this is the spinach that I use to make the soup. So we're going to pour that here. I'm going to probably use about a bag. shit that. I'm gonna blend this. What on earth is happening? Anyways, I'm gonna blend this. I'm gonna add the peanut. Just a couple. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. Where is the head? As I said again, I'm just about to start to blend, so be mindful. It's a bit loud. Now that it's blended down a bit, I'm gonna add my tomatoes to it. So I got some fresh tomatoes. Basically, you're supposed to like cook this up a little bit, but I didn't do it. So yeah. Oh, and also, you know my soup here, I've turned the stove off for a while now. It hasn't been cooking up. If I had left this stove on, the meat would be like too soft. Don't want that. So I've offed it for a while now, actually about 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna chop this up and then add it here. Chop that one up. I really need to sharpen my knives. This is just too very terrible. Very terrible. And then the remaining tomato puree, I'm gonna add it to it. It's not a lot. Really, the goal is to have less tomato puree. Tomatoes in there so it can get that green color. Actually, I've not finished with this. I'm doing a whole bag of greens. Right, blenders turn it on. I'm gonna add some water. No, I'm not gonna add water. I'm gonna add a bit of salt. I feel like I need to add a bit. Oh, goodness. I feel like I need to add a bit more water. So I'm gonna add water. So that it can cook, because the water is just not watering, it's not doing its thing. So yeah. All right. Leave that to do its thing. Ooh, this is doing well as well. It's boiling up. All right, I'm just gonna blend it up a little bit. All right. Anyways, so I'm gonna pour this. So this is the spinach with some peanuts, some tomatoes in here. I'm gonna pour that in here, and then we're gonna dilute it with some water. So I'm just gonna check that was in there. some more water. I want to sneeze. I think because of the because of the spices, it's making me sneeze. All right, let's mix everything together. Ooh. It's so green. Well, it's supposed to be green, but oh my goodness, that's so green. I guess that's why they call it green. I'm gonna put a bit more water because it's a bit. I feel like it's a bit too thick. So we're gonna taste, and then if anything we need, we're gonna correct. And then need a bit of salt. I feel like it's a bit too, still a bit too thick for me. Maybe me, maybe I don't know. I'm going to put some salt in there. I just need to make sure this does not burn. So last thing I want is for it to burn. It's looking good. We're gonna fry this up as well. Okay, nice and oh, it's like so tough. So tough. I'm gonna add a bit more water so it can cook down. With this electric stove, it cooks down so quickly. I like to use it, but when I'm steaming up meat, I don't like to use it. So it's just a bit too much. Even though I'm gonna add this into my stew. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be too tough. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be too tough. So I know that's a bit too much water, but it will cook down. And then the flavor is gonna still be there. I'm gonna leave it as this. I'm so tempted to have one, which I'm going to have one. Don't fall. Okay. Alright, what was I doing before? Sorting it out. Salt and seasoning for this one. So I'm gonna put some seasoning in here. Add some salt. I'm gonna add a bit of salt. Mix everything together. Oh, see, I keep forgetting this. Thing. gonna lower the stove for this. Where is the green pepper? So I'm from Ghana. So I was born and raised in Ghana. But I relocated to the United Kingdom. Alright, I'm gonna put some peppers in here as well. Dump some pepper in there. Leave it to do its thing. And then, oh, I did say I was gonna try the meat. Let's try. This is good. It's good. It's still quite chewy because it's not finished. This is good. Whew. This is good. The pepper has disappeared. It's not pepper soup anymore. It's just normal soup. Where is the pepper? This is upsetting. It's supposed to be peppery, you know? All the peppers I put in this thing, it's not peppery. And I don't like pepper. So if I'm not tasting the pepper, there ain't no pepper in this thing. So yeah, I feel like I want to test again. This is why I only test the sauce. I don't taste as in the meat, because the moment I do, I want more. I want more. I need more. So this is the green soup. Actually, I think I'm gonna swap. What do you guys think? Let me swap so you can see it, because this one is the pepper soup. It's doing its thing. It's almost done actually. But this one is the spinach soup, or the green. It's basically spinach. I'm trying to swap. So this is the green. Green soup. I forgot the fish. Anyways, we've grilled the fish. The fish has been grilled. I wonder if this is spicy. Was it supposed to be spicy? Nope. No, not a hint of spice. Not a hint. Oh my god. And I used about 4, is it 4 or 5? 4 or 5? I don't know why this is not boiling up. It should be like boiling. What I'm gonna do, so this is the fish we grilled earlier. I'm gonna taste some. Oh my god, the joy of you being the cook in the house. It's like you can have as much protein as you want. It's so nice and golden. We grilled it. We just did simple seasoning. When it comes to fish, we don't need a lot. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is good. It's perfect. Oh, I need water. There's so much spices going on. This one, almost done. Hey, where did my fish go? Is it just gonna take the bones, safety reasons. Oh, fell. Gosh. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna be so full. That's the skin. Perfect. We're gonna have the skin. I heard that I heard the skin of fish has a lot of like a lot of nutrients and like benefits. So we have our benefits. I don't know what there is. Does anybody know? Okay, so far what's pending is the stew. We've made the spinach soup, so there's a spinach soup. It literally needs to boil up a little bit more and it's good to go. I'm going to add the fish to it now. Normally I would wait for it to boil up a little bit more, but I don't know why it's taking its time. It's taking its time to do anything, to be honest. But this one is done, so I'm gonna lower the stove. I still don't. Nope. Wait there. I'm gonna leave the spices as that. I was about to say I don't think there's enough spices in it, and I was about to add a bit more spice. But what I've noticed is that the more you have, the more the spice builds up. So the little spoon I'm having, the little drop I'm having, is not very accurate. It's not accurate. Okay. So we're going to get our meat out because it's done. So we're gonna pour it. I'm gonna pour it in a bowl here. So we're gonna make all that broth. We're gonna use all that broth. Nothing is going to waste. Not one little thing. Nothing is gonna go to waste. We're gonna use all that broth. Look, it's good. So alright, so we have this. We're gonna put some oil in here. I have the perfect oil here. Just gonna dump that in there. So we're gonna fry it. Hi! So we made a couple of things today. I'll just give you a quick recap of what we've made. So we made some spinach soup, which in Ghanaian language they call it green green, or they have another word for it. I don't remember the word. And then we made some goat pepper soup, and then we're gonna make some stew, so tomato stew. I might actually do like a vegetable stew, but we're gonna make some tomato stew. I have just seasoned up or steamed up my meats that I'm gonna use. I'm about to fry it, so I'm gonna fry it until it's nice and golden brown, and then we're gonna chop some onions. We're gonna put it in here and we're gonna start making that stew. So we're gonna go ahead and put the meat in here. There's a bones in there. Those bones, it doesn't matter. So what I like to do whenever I'm frying any sort of meat, when I finish frying it, I like to put it back in its stock so you can have that nice, moist, intense flavor. So yeah. Ooh, it's falling off the bones. I'm gonna have that. So I'm gonna leave this because it's thin. I'm gonna move you guys backwards a little bit. I don't think you guys can truly see me. Not me per se, but I feel like not me in terms of here. So we have the green spinach stew, so that's this. We have the goat pepper soup here, which is finished, and then we frying up our meat here to make the stew. Now, whilst that is going on, I'm going to quickly clear this place. I'm going to use the blender again, so I'm just going to give it a quick rinse and stuff like that because I know I'm going to use it again. And then I need to put a few things back in the freezer because I'm not going to use it, so we can start clearing things up. Yeah. Let's me. Oh my god. There's so many spice going on. No, I'm just like sneezing. Non-stop. Oh, it's heavy. I have leftover crab. I have leftover crab. I'm going to put that away. And then I have here cow foot I didn't use, so I'm going to put that away. I have here some chicken. Some chicken I have here. I'm going to put that away as well. I have 2 of it. I think that's all the meat that's remaining, but we'll see. Alright, let me turn up the meat because I don't want it to burn. Oh, it's not even, it hasn't even browned. And here I was thinking, oh my god, it's gonna burn. No. It's literally fine. Alright. Just leave it be for now. You know what I was gonna make? I was gonna make some pepper sauce, but at this moment I'm not gonna make it. But all right, I think that should be it all. No, I'm gonna increase this because the last thing I want is my meat to soak up the oil. I don't want that. So okay, so now that we've sorted out the meat that we're not going to use, we're going to sort out the dishes and then put away. Oh, please don't tell me. No, 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 no. Oh, man. I knew there was one somewhere. Oh, finally. Oh, it's just so silly. Alright, I need to find out where to put this because this is just annoying, to be honest, because I put away everything And then, boom. There's always one. Alright, so that's been put away. I increased the stove for here so that it can fry up quickly because I ain't got time. What time is it? How long have I been? Oh my god. It's 3 o'clock. You see, I haven't checked the time since I started. Oh my goodness. Anyways, this is weeks. Well, some of them were last week's worth of food, so I'm not so worried. You know, it's like spend the time now cooking it, and then you have all the time next week. Very simple. Very simple. I don't want it to be very golden brown. I just want it to be a little bit brown. You know? A little bit. I don't want it to be too much brown. But it's taking its time. Alright, let's do the dishes. Let's do this in there. Oh, smells good. Oh my god. What is this doing here? It's supposed to be in the freezer. Oh, guys, I think I'm just, at this point, I'm just upset. I don't know who I'm upset with, but probably myself. Because I have literally dedicated time. Literally did dedicate time. Hold on. Alright, so we're back again. Ooh, what's happening? It's not doing that. It's starting to splash everywhere. Alright, I need to be fast, and I need to be fast and chop some onions. this is burning. I'm gonna lower that way down, and then, as I said, what I like to do to keep my meat from being dry, so what I like to do from keeping my meat dry is I like to put it back in the stock. Back in the stock. So this is what I do. Okay. Oh goodness! Don't do that. This is not helping. Look at this. Back in the stock. Intensifies it. Let's yummy. Let's see, yummy. You can leave it to cool down before adding it to stock, but I go straight away. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna mix it into the stew. I don't want it to be. Hey, getting somewhere. I'm going to chop up some onions, and then we're going to put it in here. I know on the screen it looks like it's burnt. It's not actually burnt. I don't know why it looks burnt and on the screen like that, but honestly speaking, it's not burnt. Alright, but what I do need to do though is I need to be really quick and really fast and chop some onions. So I'm going to use one big onion. So I'm going to use this onion. I've got one big onion. Just going to cut it back off. I've got my onion here. I'm going to chop that into half, and then you just chop it into whatever size that you prefer. I go for like about a medium to small size. And there we go. And as I said earlier, when I started my live, this stew, when I do make it, it lasts us for a very long time, and you never get sick with it, because what happens is like you can always use it to make something. So you can use it to make jollof rice, you can use it to have pasta, you can have it with rice, you can have it with baked potatoes, you can even do some mashed potatoes if you prefer, you can have it with sweet potatoes. It's quite endless, yeah. So that's why I prefer to do this stew. It does take a bit of time, but honestly, this is gonna last you for a while. This is gonna last you for a while. So you're gonna put the onions in here, the same pot, and then when this fries up a little bit, you're gonna add the foundation of it. So what the foundation is basically is some spring onions, ginger, garlic, pepper, rosemary, some thyme, all blended together. So that's the foundation I've been using with all my dishes. Yeah, it is quite time consuming. It's really best if you do it at once, a large quantity, and you put it in the freezer to freeze. So whenever you need it, you just have to just dump it in there. But in my case, my freezer is literally full, so I have to always do it whenever I have to like make a dish, which is not, you know, it's not great. So we're gonna use this stock as well from the meat that we just marinated and steamed. We're gonna use this stock as well. But as you know, I did leave some of the foundation aside, which is this one. I left it aside so that I can, you know, start it with this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump it in there. Dump. Just make sure everything, every little bit is in here. You don't want to waste one bit. Go ahead and put that in. And it gives such a very fragrant aroma. It's just amazing, really. Really. We're going to fry this up a little bit more. I have increased my electric stove, so that's why I'm like, you might feel like I'm rushing it. It's because it's literally burning. It smells amazing. I'm going to wipe around very quickly. Ooh! Just bubble up. Alright, so this is my spinach soup that I made. In Ghana we call this the green. This is like green in color. But then it's made with spinach. You can either add peanut to it, or you can opt out peanut. In my case, I have added some peanut. Some peanut to it. It has a bit of spice to it, not too much. I'm gonna stir this so it doesn't burn. So we grilled up some fish earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to here. It's boiling up really good, so that's fine. It's gonna add quite a nice unique taste. And we seasoned this. So we have seasoned this with like all-purpose seasoning, a bit of pepper. Really simple seasoning. And that's the thing with fish. With fish, whenever you're making fish, you don't need to go all crazy when it comes to seasoning, because it's just, I don't know. Fish has its own amazing taste to it and its own uniqueness. You don't want to overdo it with seasonings. Alright, so my onions has fried up a little bit more, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and add in my tomato puree. So I'm going to add about half. What do you think? Half? I'm going to add half. I have one here from a couple of days I used. So I'm going to use that first. That's about half actually. But ugh. So we're gonna go ahead, pop that up. Go ahead and put a bit more. So we're gonna cook down the tomato puree, and then that's where we're gonna add in our stock. The stock of tomatoes we're gonna add in there. So yeah, I'm gonna store this in the fridge. If not, you know, it's gonna go bad. So you're gonna, with tomato puree, one thing I don't like about it is that it can burn easily. It's like, if you give it the chance, it's gonna burn like quick. So just keep an eye on it. Yeah. And then I got my greeny. It still has a green color, which is amazing. I'm happy. Did you not? Did you not? Why are we whispering? Why are we whispering? Did you nap? Alright. Alright, so my tomato puree is literally done, because you can tell when it's turning a deeper shade, a really deeper shade. I don't know why on the camera it looks so, I don't know, like really like it's burnt or something. It's not. It's not burnt. It's not burnt. So Remember the stock I was talking about? So this is the fried meat. The stock is underneath it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the stock in here. Oh. So good. Hello. I'm going to put some fresh tomatoes in here. So I'm going to be using roughly 6 cans. So we're going to put 6 cans. We're going to blend the 6 can. Hello, welcome to my life. We're just making some tomato stew at the moment. We just made some green greens and then we made some goat pepper soup. So we've made all those things. We're just making some stew that's gonna last us for a couple of weeks, maybe a week or 2. At the moment, I'm just going to blend. Maybe lost you. Some water. So that way we don't waste any tomatoes. So now I'm going to rinse this properly before I chuck it away. Alright, my blender is a bit loud, so just be mindful. Alright, so this is enough. We're going to go ahead and pour this here, and then we're going to cook it down. I'm just going to mix it nice and slowly. Oh, I think this is going to overflow. Alright. I'm going to mix this with my soup. Okay, so I'm going to lower this one so it can slowly cook. It's really overflowing. It's going to cook down, but it's just a lot. Gotta be just a bit more gentle. Okay, so apart from the stocks that we put in here, we haven't put any other seasoning or anything like that. We're not going to do that as yet. We're just going to leave this to simmer down, and then when you're cooking tomatoes, it has a sour taste to it when you're cooking it, but when it's done, it produces this nice sweet taste, and that's what we're looking for before we put in the seasoning. So sometimes when you put in a lot of seasonings in there, it kind of covers it up, and you might think that it's done, but then it's not done, and you don't want that. So when I put my stock in, that's all I put in until it's done for me to put the remaining seasoning in. So that's what I tend to do. I would advise you do the same, because when it produces that sweetness, it's good. Like, it's really, really good. All right, so this is the spinach soup. It's doing really well. I'm gonna rinse this quickly. This is like overflowing as well. Yay. Gosh. So this is the spinach soup, or the green we made on live today. It has some goat meat in there. It has some fish. It has some crabs. You name it. But it's not ready yet. It needs to cook down a little bit more. This is a goat meat. No, I can't even see your face. I want them. You want to come in?
What are you doing? When's the last time she went to this one?
I think at 4 o'clock.
Is it she?
Yeah,
How she was that?
green green.
Did you get paid as well, man?
No,
Yeah?
no.
Where did this come from?
Alright, all cost the 12.44 pounds. And then I have some stock up in the fridge as well.
I should be expecting a message next week.
No. I'm back. I decided to go for like a quick sit down because like my legs is like aching, and I feel like I've been on my, I've been on my feet for a while. So I'm back. Ooh. This is like splashing everywhere. Gotta contain it. Contain it. And we have the soup, which is soupy. So we are just waiting for the soup to be done. At this moment, it's just so bubbly. The the um the pepper soup is looking good. still like tidying up. It's just like it's splashing everywhere. It's just like splashing everywhere. You just gotta be really careful.
Mom, is there anything in the fridge I can have? Is there anything in the fridge I can have?
I don't know. You can have like make some pasta. I don't know. Let's do food pasta. Or... Hey, I don't know. Oh, yeah, there is. Alright, guys. At this stage, we just got to wait for the stew to be ready. And I literally don't know at what time that would be. As it's just bubbling away. So I will end this here. And I'll come back and let you guys know the results of things. But at this point, we're just going to be adding some seasoning and then adding the meat that we fried to it. And literally we are done. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for staying in tune with me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye-bye.